Happening today, we are counting down until noon when Governor Mike DeWine is set to deliver Ohio's State of the State address.
It comes after several contentious elections in the past year, and as the state is set to see major changes in the coming months. WLWT News 5's Danielle Dindak live this morning with a look at what to expect at the State of the State. Danielle?
Good morning, Kelly and Stephen. That's exactly right. Governor Mike DeWine is set to deliver his State of the State address to a joint assembly in just a few hours in Columbus at the state capitol. Now, it's not clear what he's going to discuss, but of course, he's going to discuss a lot of key issues that can even impact people right here in Ohio and in Cincinnati. So I do want to talk about some of those key button social issues he could touch on, like LGBTQ rights and recently restored abortion rights and the status of recreational marijuana in Ohio. Now, you may remember at the end of 2023, DeWine urged state lawmakers to pass regulations allowing dispensaries to sell to people without a medical card. But so far, 4 months into the new year, that legislation has not been passed. DeWine could also mention the devastating Norfolk Southern train derailment in East Palestine after yesterday's announcement of a $6 million settlement. Again, DeWine is set to deliver that State of a State address this afternoon at noon. WLWT will have a crew there, and he'll bring you all of the latest of what DeWine is going to announce, along with the Republicans' side of things as well. But reporting live this morning, Danielle Dindak, WLWT News 5.